It's so bright today. It's so nice. Ugh. Let me see if I can get myself in frame. Hi, I'm Jessie from Bumblefly and welcome back to my next Bumblog. So, it is the week before Halloween and I have been invited to a Halloween party. And I am a university student, which therefore means I am broke and unable to spend money, or well, an exorbitant amount of money on a Halloween costume. And myself and my partner have been invited, therefore we need two costumes. We have decided that we wanted to go as mushrooms together. Mushrooms have been really cute and I've seen like a rise of really cute mushroom hats and I really want to jump on this trend. And I got my boyfriend's head measurements this morning, so we can definitely start. Which is why we have this box downstairs, because I can hat out of it. I can hat. Exactly, I can hat. So I've seen a lot of mushroom hats made out of fabric and really fun soft things. But I want to work with what I have at home, which is I have a lot of newspaper and I have cardboard, so I want to try doing some sort of paper mache mushroom hats. And because they're more stiff, they'll hold their shape better and maybe we can use them for another costume, or maybe I can use it for cosplay or something. Because I've never done cosplay before and that would be really cool. But I was thinking paper mache, paint, and maybe fabric for the gills and like lace for trimmings and for accessories. Yeah, let's begin. Hello. I have the measurements for my partner's head, but I do not have my head measurements. So I think it is ample time to get my head measurements. I'm gonna do around where the ears are and up over here. Well, all the spots. And should be about 22 centimeters. I'll just anchor this point. Find the opposing point. Boing. So cute. snugly, and it's really big and it's fun. I think this is a good shape. I'm going to do the other hat and then get to paper mache. So this is what I have of my hat so far. I've bulked up most of the top, and now I'm gonna go in with some paper mache. I have my glue over there, and I have some newspaper shreds over here, and I'm just gonna stick it on. The first layer of paper mache. It's still a bit soft and pushable, as you can see, which is why we need to do several more layers, and I'm gonna complete that today. So I'm gonna go to the store and buy some more glue, and I still have a ton of newspaper so I can still wrap on top. And hopefully today we can smooth it out. We can fix out some of these raw edges like I've done here and strengthen it. I'm currently resizing this one, so I just incised here to make the size bigger, and I'm going to re-glue the sides and add an extra piece right here because this is supposed to fit on my partner's head, and it did not because it was too small. It's way too big for me. Yeah. Do I look like a beautiful peacock yet? So I'm back from the store and I bought a few things. Actually did two things. I went to Action, which is like a DIY shop, Mr. DIY, or like a hardware Daiso. And I also went to a thrift store. And let's start with a thrift store. I bought some white fabric. These were really cheap. No more than what, €2 for one? The most expensive one was €2 because it's a cushion cover thing and it had no stains. But it is fine. I only spent about €3 in the thrift store in total, so it wasn't that bad. And this has really beautiful lacing all the way around. So I was thinking of using this lacing on the edges of my mushroom. There's a second one also with lacing. As you can see here, it's a different pattern, but the color is very similar. And the rest of this fabric can be used to create the pleats underneath the mushroom, which will represent the mushroom gills. The last one I bought is just a pillowcase. This is made of nice sturdy cotton, and if I run out of fabric from this, then I have this one, because I have 2 mushrooms to cover, and therefore will need double the amount of fabric. From the DIY store, I got some fake flowers. Oh, well, actually they're not flowers, they're leaves. I got some fake leaves in red and orange. I was thinking this could tie in both of the designs together. For the mushrooms, I bought some gesso. I was running low on gesso, so this will help. I think this is a nice big bottle of acrylic paint. I am going to tone down the red a little bit for the red one, and I am going to add some burnt umber or something to make the brown color be red tinted. Onto other pressing matters. Here is what remains of my mushroom hats. So this one here will be the brown one, and the one in the corner over here will be the red one. So one of them is dome shape and the other one is pointy shaped. Currently they are drying. This is the third day of making these mushroom hats, and the paper mache is completely dry and it's pretty solid. And last night I put a layer of glue on top. I didn't water it down for like you do with paper mache. I just put on a layer of glue just to thicken that barrier between the paper mache and everything else. We shall get to gessoing these white. The reason why we gesso these is so that the pigment, the red paint that we put on afterwards, will be easier to put on. So it means that we don't have to put on multiple coats of red paint to get the red intensity. It'll be white and it makes the colors shine brighter. So we don't have to fight with all of these colors from the magazines that I've used to make this with the red. Hello, it is super late and it's super dark. There's bad lighting, but I just finished painting the mushrooms and right now I am going to varnish them with some acrylic varnish just so that they will be dry by tomorrow morning and I can finish putting in the gills because my party is tomorrow evening. So these need to be fully dry and not tacky when I wear them and finish them off tomorrow. So I have already varnished this one, but this one still needs to be varnished. As you can see, I've painted the spots. They're both a little different. This one has spots only at the bottom edge here, and this one, it goes all the way up. And as you can see, I added a variation of red coloring, and here it is much darker brown at the bottom as opposed to on the top. It is the last day of making my mushroom hats, and all I need to do is do the gills and then do final touches. So I've already gone ahead and done this gills, and this is how I'm going to do it for the other one as well. So it is just pleated fabric, and these are with the pillowcases and tablecloths that I found at the thrift store. Both of the hats are now finished. So we have this one. We also have this one. The last thing to do will be to add these autumn leaves in the spirit of autumn and Halloween. So this has ended up being the final costume. Good morning and happy Halloween! Today is Monday the 31st, and this is actually when I'm going to publish this video. But the shots that you got of my mushroom that night were incredibly dark, incredibly blurry, and I was busy, so you didn't see me putting on my makeup. So I'm gonna do it again today as it is Halloween. I think I'll just do the makeup, and I have another outfit that I think would also suit the mushrooms. We can begin. So I'm gonna list out some of the products I'm using. I had highlighter on my eyelids. I'm using blusher. I'm gonna go really pink just to match with the mushrooms. This is my eyeliner. I went for siren eyes or fox eyes. Using a white pen, I'll be adding highlights to the inner corners of my eyes. I'm also using Fenty Beauty highlighter, and I am using a lip tint on my lips. I'm gonna use the same white pen to add freckles on my nose and around my cheeks. makeup is done. I'm gonna do one last twirl and show of the gills of each mushroom. Now these are the final shots. Let's go. Happy Halloween! I hope you enjoyed this video. Please subscribe and like if you like this content. And there is also a video up on screen from my channel that you can also watch if you are interested. Until we meet again, I'm Jazzy from Bumblefly. Bye!